Now, what we're learning is Israel carried out airstrikes on Iranian internal security agencies and paramilitary forces, including the IRGC and Basij, targeting those responsible for suppressing protests that killed thousands in the month of January. And this is according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. Israeli officials have made it clear they are looking to do enough damage to Iran's police state from the air that the people can take over on the ground. That's what the Wall Street Journal report has come out to say. While Israel has long been content to weaken Tehran with military action or covert operations, Israeli officials have concluded they now must be pushing for a regime change. That is what we are looking at. And in fact, when we speak of what exactly has been happening and what has been the end goal, of course, nuclear talks is one major aspect of this entire escalation having been given fuel. That's one of the reasons why the United States and Israel definitely launched these very attacks and the operations to begin with. But at the crux of the matter remains a much bigger cause. And that's what we see, that's what we saw on February 28th, or rather March 1st, when it was declared that Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei has been killed in these strikes that were launched by the Israeli and the United States side. And that's what we are looking at here, the possibility of a regime change. Remember, after the Supreme Leader, late Ayatollah Khamenei, was in fact killed, now with that council, the assembly that sits, the assembly of experts that sits, 88-membered assembly has now elected Mojtaba Khamenei. That's what the Iranian media reports had come out to in fact state. But what is the relation that will take place between, what's the relationship that shall be established between Mojtaba Khamenei, the next supreme leader of Iran, and the United States? Because right now, what we already know about Mojtaba Khamenei when we speak about the United States is that he was sanctioned in 2019. So whether he will be following the footsteps of his father in terms of the Iranian regime being anti-US and anti-Israeli side, that's something we will wait and watch, because the IRGC, from what reports have come out to suggest, this election of the appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei was pushed forward by the IRGC. Why was it pushed forward by the IRGC? Because of the continuation in the mindset, the continuation in the thought process of the regime. He is a hardliner at the end of the day, and that is the next supreme leader that we're looking at. So whether Iran will then be looking at a back channel to talk and negotiate with the United States and Israel, and most importantly, will that negotiation take place in a peaceful manner? Because Geneva talks were already underway when the first Operation Epic Fury and Operation Roaring Lion was launched against Iran itself. So there is an entire aspect of betrayal that Iran has come out to claim. They have said that we'll only sit down to talk across the table if it is done in a dignified manner. So where is it all headed then? Where is the West Asian war theatre headed then? That remains to be the biggest question at this point of time. And Israel planning huge damage to the Iranian regime. That is the end goal at this point of time. A regime change wherein they bring in a leader who will in fact be speaking, and who will in fact be speaking to Israel and US and bringing about their interests to the table as well when we speak of the next leader of Iran.